I've been hard at work giving our dingy and lifeless entryway a much needed glow up. And while we've come so far already, there's just a bit more that we need to accomplish if we want to take this space from drab to dreamy. The next big thing I need to tackle is this flooring. But as a beginner DIYer who wears many hats, I'm juggling life and a tight budget. And my goal is to transform these crusty old floors for under $100. So let's see if I can make it happen. Here we go. Before I could do anything, I headed to Lowe's, grabbed a cart, and went straight to the peel and stick flooring section to gather some much needed supplies for this project. For the flooring in the entryway, I plan to do a checkerboard design, so I got two different options to achieve the look that I wanted. I made sure to sort through and check each tile thoroughly for any imperfections so that I didn't end up bringing any defective tiles home. I also made sure to grab tiles that would give me a good variety of marbling, as this would play an important role in making sure that the tile work looked as natural as possible once installed. And I wasn't expecting this part to be so difficult, but I found myself wrestling with the shelves just to get the tiles that I needed. Once I got all the tiles loaded into the cart, I checked out and headed home so that I could get back to making more progress in the entryway. So guys, I found a light fixture for this entryway and it's just the exact style that I'm looking for. I was bouncing back and forth between a few different light fixtures and I couldn't pull the trigger. I couldn't get myself to order the light fixture that I had settled on. And I think it's because it's not truly what I wanted. It's just that the light fixtures that I did want were all out of my budget. So at the last minute, I was like, you know what, before I order this light fixture that I'm not 100% sold on, I checked Facebook Marketplace and I found the perfect one, and the lady listed it for $60, but I actually negotiated down to $50 since I had to drive like 50 minutes out. Yeah, I scored this light fixture for $50, which is about the same or even less than what I would have paid for the one on Amazon that I was going to order. And I think this is the better fit. This is more of what I was going for. This light fixture is originally about $85 and I got it for $50, so that's a pretty good discount. I'll let you guys watch me put it together and install it, and then we're going to do the flooring. I just want the light fixture up before I do the flooring so I'm not messing it up or scratching it with like the ladder or anything, and we have to like deep clean these floors before we install the flooring. Let's put the light fixture up. I'm excited. Okay, so they left these instructions with me. It looks like they might have stored this box in their garage or something, but it says loosen the cylindrical nut E, then move the flying saucer. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Loosen this. When assembling the light fixture, I did my best to follow the instructions step by step, but I will say some parts of it could have been a little bit more well written. Okay, maybe I need to like loosen this even more. Oh yeah, there we go. Am I doing this wrong? It says diagonal, so there we go. No fear, my design assistant came to my rescue and lent a hand. At least that's what I thought. She was actually swiping my phone so she could text on the job again, all under the guise of helping me out. Screw the straight tube D onto flat tube A. I don't know. I think, like, are we missing something? She was so good at it, I didn't even catch on at all. Once I got past all the confusion, I had the light fixture fully assembled and ready to be put up in the entryway. Then I got hubby to turn the breaker off so that we can get started on the install. Really, when I need you to help me with this turning the breaker off.
Trust me, that again?
Yep, I do. Because this is being recorded for quality and training purposes. Guys, this is the light. I think it looks so pretty. This is what it'll look like. Ah, I love that. That's so cute.
It's pretty.
Yep. Facebook Market always coming in clutch. Yeah, I'm gonna take my jewelry off because after the last mishap, let me see the wires through. It's better to be safe than sorry, so let me just take everything off. Is there a flathead screwdriver in there? Can you pass it to me, please? Apparently there's flathead screws on holding this thing in. I don't know why, but that one's kind of thick, right?
You want to use this?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'll use that. I might need a smaller one. Something about wires just really scare me now. They didn't before. This is not gonna work. But for now, I'll use this because it seems to be working. So. Oh my gosh, why is the screw so long? What the heck? My arm is hurting. I think it's stuck. There's no way that this is really happening right now. I'm just trying not to get dust in my eye at this point. Sure, why not? I'm up here already. Makes me look more official, I guess. And you're like sure that this is off, right? Did you like take all the stuff off? Like,
You said, am I sure?
yeah.
There's only one way to find out.
We need to get like a voltage tester because I feel like that's like the safest way to make sure that I don't get electrocuted.
You know how you test that?
Like touching it?
Put those two wires together. So
Wow. Why would I want to do that? I'll let you do that. You want to do it? Because you sound like you do.
do you want me to do it?
It's the way I'm legitimately nervous. I got hubby doing this. I got too scared. He feels more comfortable right now.
Ah!
Why is he so annoying? I'm just gonna stay here for moral support right here on the step stool. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. Oh my gosh, he's messing up the ceiling. Amazing. And I'm cutting your pay in half. This is crazy.
I'm taking you to court.
He scratches the ceiling, then he dings the ceiling. What else?
What else you do, Daddy?
All this so I don't
What, electrocute?
get my pay cut even more.
Are those gonna be okay?
What do you mean?
Like it's not gonna spark,
I need
right?
you to hold it. No, it shouldn't spark. That's all.
So for whatever reason, we couldn't get the light fixture up. The wires connected fine, everything, but something about the screws that came with it, it was really hard to like get the right length so that we can secure the actual fixture to the ceiling. So because of that, I had to just walk away from it. Hubby had to go to work. So I'm going to pivot to something else. That something else is the floors. So I need to deep clean the floors really well so that I don't have any trouble with the peel and stick tiles adhering. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with cleaning the floors really well. The first step in prepping the old flooring and making sure that my new flooring would adhere well and be long lasting was to clean the floors. So I took to my vacuum to make sure that I got rid of any lingering dust or debris from the flooring. I have my steamer here. I'm gonna steam the floors. That way we know that everything is really, really clean. Come out now. Once my floors were all vacuumed up, I got my trusty steamer out and struggled just a little bit to get it set up. But once I did, I steam cleaned the entryway floors for a thorough clean and sanitize. While this step may seem a little unnecessary to some, I wanted to make sure that these peel and stick tiles were going to stick well and weren't going to start lifting, especially since this entryway is such a high traffic area. Before we move on to installing the flooring, I want to tell you guys about today's sponsor, FlexiSpot. And if you watched my last video, then you know exactly who they are. FlexiSpot is a sustainable furniture company that specializes in innovative and flexible furniture for many different environments, including corporate, the home, and more. FlexiSpot sent me this Lotus recliner and I'm impressed. Not only is this recliner beautiful, it is very spacious with a seat that is 20.9 inches wide and armrests that are 9.8 inches wide, giving you plenty of room to sit comfortably in many different positions. This recliner chair is really great for a relaxing R&R moment. Or even if you just want to watch TV. Whether you prefer to sit upright, crisscrossed, or sideways, the Lotus allows you ultimate comfort with its effortless reclining function that allows you to extend your legs, and the flexible swivel and rocking mechanism that easily makes this a great nursery rocking chair. One of the design features that I really appreciate, especially as a mom and wife, is the hidden storage. I can hide things like my books, special pens, and even my snacks. Shh. The Lotus recliner comes in a variety of colors and fabrics to complement many different styles and needs. If you'd like to experience the Lotus recliner for yourself, you can check it out by clicking the link in my description box below. Use my exclusive code April30 for $30 off plus free shipping. You don't want to miss out. Okay guys, so I steamed the floors. What I'm going to be doing now is installing the tile, the peel and stick tile. Now, I have two things that I was considering. Either centering the middle point of the tile to the kitchen entry, since like when you first walk in, that's like what you see, or centering it to this front door. I'm not really sure which one to do. I think I'm gonna play around with them first. What I wanna do is a checkered tile pattern, but I also want it to be in a diamond shape, I guess. Instead of laying it just like that, my plan is to lay it like this. So it's really just the positioning of the tile. So that's essentially my plan for the flooring in here. My daughter wants to help me. She's been dying to help me for the last like 4 days. We're finally getting to the floors. What do you say? Let's do it, right? Okay, first what I'm gonna do is measure the door, get the center point. Oh, you're so thoughtful and helpful. Thank you. She just got me my measuring tape. How'd you know I needed this? Because I said I'm gonna measure. So smart. Okay, let's measure. I'm gonna get a Sharpie so that I can mark the old floors. Looks like it's here. Oh yeah, perfect. I literally marked it right on to the T. I think because the gray tile is more dominant of a color than the white marble, I'm gonna start with gray. So here we have the first. Okay, so that's my starting point. In order to make sure that everything lined up perfectly and looked intentional, I made sure to measure and mark for my center starting point. This would make all the difference when it comes to the final result with this flooring. And while I got the first few tiles laid, my newly promoted design consultant was standing by ready to jump in at a moment's notice. Once the first tile was down, it was super simple to get the remaining full tiles laid. Okay, you want to roll that one? Go ahead. Of course, with the help of my design consultant, laying down all of the full tile pieces was pretty simple and straightforward. I simply removed the paper backing from the tile that I wanted to install, applied it in the direction I wanted, and rolled it out using a rolling pin that I had to roll out any air bubbles and apply extra pressure to help them stick well. I alternated between the gray and white marble tiles, paying very close attention to the different grain patterns on each one as I laid them. Boom, boom, boom. Whoa! I really made sure to keep the seams between each tile as tight as possible, as I wasn't going to be grouting, which, fun fact, you can actually do with peel and stick tiles. But in this instance, it was very important for me to keep all of the seams very tight and uniform. And my design consultant took her role very serious this day when it came to quality control.
Sometimes you walk out the house.
One thing I love about this peel and stick flooring is that it is super easy to make adjustments, especially when you have tight spaces like this where you just need to notch out a little bit of the tile and fit it right in place. Okay guys, so I wanted to show you an example of what I mean when I say like different grains of the marble. So this is one, and it's the Mystic Gray or Mystic Marble. So that's one, and then this is another one, and they're two different patterns. So I'm gonna pick this one because I don't think I've used this one yet on the floor, and so I'm gonna put that one in the next spot. But this one fits exactly here. Consultant, I need you to take the sticker off. Oh, cool. You're sliding. Ah.
Got it. You better put it in there too.
I'm gonna put it right here.
Mommy, like a sticker.
It is like a giant sticker, and I know you love stickers.
I do like stickers. You know that.
You love a good sticker.
Got the rolling pin.
Go ahead. Oh, girl. Straight lines or handstands, whichever works. Okay, I think we already have like a more plain one right here, so we need one with more texture. Can you give me a white one with more texture and grain to it? All right, so I like these two. Which one do you like better for the next one?
I like this one.
This one?
Which one do you like the better?
I was thinking this one, but I can always move it. This is my ab workout for the day, guys. I'm ab rolling and laying floors at the same time. Okay, I want to consult with my design consultant. Should I lay this one this way or this way?
This way, that way.
Wait, I'm still going. Or that way. Or that way.
That way, that way, that way. That way, that way.
Or this way.
No, 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 no.
What do you think? You do. Put it where how you think it should go.
This way.
I think you might be right. I think this way is right. All right, design consultant.
Me?
Yeah, you. I need you to pull the sticker off.
That was a workout.
Was it this way?
Huh?
Was it this way?
Yeah.
You sure?
This way.
Okay.
Put the sticker out.
Push it down. Push it down. There we go. Okay guys, so I dry fit the rest of like the full tiles here. I pre-arranged it exactly how I want everything to look with like the grain and just everything, and I think it looks really good right now. So I'm gonna go in and just like take the backing off of each one and place them exactly how I have it dry fitted. So let's get to it. We're gonna continue. We're almost done. These are my last full tiles in the actual entryway, so everything else is gonna be like partial tiles, except for in the closet. I may need like a couple in the closet that are full, but everything else will be cut. I just have these 3 full ones left to do, so I'm gonna go ahead. Guys, that was the last full tile in the entryway. Now I just have to do all of my cuts. I also need to figure out how many tiles I need for inside of the closet. So I'll see if I have enough for the closet. Okay guys, so I'm in the closet. I'm just gonna kind of like map out what I'll be needing in here. See, I won't even get like a full tile there, but it's just about a full. And let's say we do another one here, and then one right here. Yeah, this would be barely a full tile. Oh wait, I can actually fit it in here probably. Cool, so I'm gonna go ahead and start laying these down. Since this entry closet is fairly small, I only needed to install a few full tiles in here before moving on to all of my cut tiles throughout the entryway. Not quite. I might actually be able to finesse it. I'll just cut a little bit. I wanted to make sure to get the flooring laid out in here before my closet build situation, as it would be much harder to install the tiles after I build out the closet storage. Okay, that was the last one of all of my full tiles, and now I have to do all of my cuts, like my half tiles, quarter tiles, the weird cuts. But it's dinner time, so I'm gonna stop here, make some dinner, and then after that I can come back and see what I can accomplish tonight. But we also have family coming this week for my daughter's birthday, and they're actually coming tomorrow morning. So I'm trying to get these floors done, but also get the house like in order by tonight. So I may or may not have to like have the floors halfway done when they get here and just finish, but we'll see. Yeah, let's stop, make dinner, and then we'll come back. At this point, I was getting pretty tired as this project was definitely taking a bit longer than it would for the average person, but that's honestly just my reality when it comes to DIY, and I'm here to keep it real with you all. After all of my full tiles were finally installed, I had to make some cuts to the remaining tiles so that they would fit nicely in the spaces that were remaining in the entryway. You're enjoying the new floors. What do you think? She's like, I don't know. Oh, you like them? Maybe let's not, it's not a snack. Let's not do that. What do you think? Yes? I think you like them. Made a little template, 12 by 12 out of a piece of paper. From that template, I can kind of mark where like certain cuts need to be. Using this template method for all of my special cuts really helped me to ensure that all of my cut tiles fit as snug as possible, helping me to eliminate large gaps between the baseboards and the flooring. It really made a difference when having to get these tiles cut into some really weird shapes. Since I'm not completing my hallway makeover just yet, I decided that I would cut down the baseboard piece that I need here, but I wouldn't fully install it with the nail gun yet because I still need to like complete this wall. That being said, I'm gonna remove this just so I can install this as flush as I can, the tile, and then go from there. One thing that I found that was really helpful when applying all of the peel and stick tiles to the old flooring was to use some liquid nails to really get everything nice and secure, and this was especially helpful for these really weird cuts around corners and trim to make sure that everything would sit in place and not shift easily. I will say though that the sticky backing that already came on the tiles was really strong, and I don't necessarily think that you need to use liquid nails, but for me I just felt that it would help me to feel that everything was a lot more secure. Okay guys, it's the next day and we're finishing up the last few bits of tile in the entryway. We made so much progress. It looks really good in here. I went to Lowe's and I got about 5 more tiles because while I did measure correctly for the entryway, I forgot to account for the actual entryway closets. So I went ahead and I purchased about 5 more tiles. I got some caulk, but this is white. I keep picking up clear on accident. I'm back in the entryway closet and I'm gonna try to finish up all of the smaller cuts in here, and yeah, let's just do it. So I have this corner piece here. This is where the closet door goes, and I made a cut here, like a small piece here, and I made sure to glue it down with liquid nails just for extra security. So now I'm going to use this piece to finish out in here. When installing all of these smaller weird cuts in the closet and even along the entryway, one thing that really helped me to ensure that the tiles were not gonna pop up as the liquid nails was drying was to use some weights that I had laying around in the house and just lay it down so that it would help to weigh these tiles down and help gravity do its thing. I only had a few minor cuts to do in this closet, so this process didn't take me much time at all, and before you knew it, I was done. I think that this flooring project really made all the difference when it came to bringing my vision to life for this space and really tying everything together, like the wall color and the door color. Okay guys, so I just finished tiling in the closet. It looks so good. And I only have three more pieces left to do in the actual entryway. I have this corner piece here right by the front door. And then I have this piece right here, which I actually need to do a little surgery there because of the previous like floor that's kind of swelling, I guess, from water. Now I'm gonna make these cuts, and then I'm gonna do this piece probably tomorrow because I do need to figure out what to do with like this fuzzy area that's been like exposed to water. I'm thinking that I can take my multi-tool to it. My dad said I could, but my multi-tool is kind of trash, so I'm hoping that it works and I can smooth all this out. As you can see, it's like raised. So let's get to it and then we'll be done for the day with this right now. But I have this tool that I'm like thinking that this is helping to smooth it out. It is like smoothing out this texture that was swelled up. So I think I'm gonna just keep doing that. Before just slapping the peel and stick tiles over this area, I really needed to fix the swelling in the old flooring so that I can ensure that the tiles placed here would last and adhere well to the surface. Now we need to turn our attention to this monster over here. In order to fix the swelling, I scraped away at the damaged material with a drywall knife until the surface was smooth, and I found that in one of the damaged areas I also needed to use a pocket knife to really get the bulk of the damaged material out. I then sanded everything smooth with a sanding sponge and vacuumed up all the debris. Okay, so I have some super glue that I'm gonna go in and fill this with so that it can harden, and that'll help to create like a barrier. And I've used this trick on furniture flips before, where there was like particle board that was exposed to water, and like then you can build it up with like Bondo or something afterwards, so that you're able to paint over it and it creates a smooth surface. So that's where I learned this trick from. Oh my gosh, wait, why is that happening? It's literally like smoking.
What's smoking?
The super glue, that's concerning. Somebody come here, why is it smoking? Once the super glue was dried, I also sanded down some of the high points so that everything would sit nice and snug. I then made sure to smooth out the tiles with my rolling pin, and it was looking good as new. You would never know that the floor underneath was swelling, so it looks really good. Since we couldn't figure it out on our own, my dad, who was in town, kindly offered to finish installing our light fixture for us, and he got it up and running in no time. In order to fix this unsightly gap that was left where I laid some cut tiles at the bottom of the staircase, I installed some cove molding. I used my miter shears to get everything cut down to size and get all of my angles cut. I then fastened the trim to the bottom of the staircase using my brad nailer. This was honestly such a quick and easy way to make this area of the flooring look nice and polished. And it truly made all the difference in the final product. I then used some DAP Drydex spackling to fill the nail holes with some spackle, and shout out to one of you guys for this tip, because once the spackle was dry, I used a damp paper towel to gently scrub away or wet sand the excess spackle, and the surface of the trim was left really smooth. I really like this tip because it prevented me from over sanding the trim and making sure that everything looked as smooth as possible. So thank you so much for leaving this helpful comment on my video. I actually do read all of your comments and I keep a lot of your advice in mind, especially if your comments were very respectful and helpful. I really appreciate that. So I definitely look forward to all of the comments, and if you're at this point in the video so far, leave a comment down below and tell me what DIY project that you're currently working on or hoping to work on in the near future. Now, I know you all might be thinking, are you going to paint the trim? And while that would be logical, I am planning to replace this trim once I get to my staircase makeover, and so this is just a temporary solution that will get changed later on. Plus, the difference in color is so minor that you can't even really tell. Before, the floors in this entryway were dark, dingy, and did not look great in this space. I am so glad that I completed this flooring makeover project because it is so budget and beginner friendly, and it really made all the difference in this entryway makeover. I really am so pleased with the final outcome of these floors, and this just might be one of the easiest DIY projects that I've done to date. The subtle yet impactful contrast of the checkerboard tiles really gives this space that luxe look for less, and all for just under $85. This is literally such a mind-blowing transformation, and to know that you can achieve this with less than $100 for a smaller entryway like this is really encouraging and makes everything that much more achievable. Next time, I'll be tackling this entryway closet and making it more functional for our family with some budget-friendly built-in storage solutions. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and be blessed.